Hare 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 Bol. Hare Krishna. Just in about 10 minutes we got Arti. You're in a good spot. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, this is not and then we cannot come through that. In the Kusum, maybe a little bit, but the whole of Christianity. I mean, it's got so many branches all over the place. Who's there? Yeah, they want to criticize again. Oh, this is not right. And it's trying to lead you with it. You know that universe was practiced. Incarnation of God are contained God in their fullness is they contain all qualities of God. And so when you approach them, you're approaching God in form, and you start to learn how to what that means for ourselves. So we maybe learning how to become that. You don't. They are the supreme rulers, supreme teacher itself. So they show us how to be our sense of self. That is the word of God. We don't cover that. He was born in this is a work part of the right. Sometimes I don't know if this is the set point. Actually, the company don't see sometimes people, some way to the borderline, some way to the near. They set it up as what I could say. Some part of it. It's hard to find it. It's not developed. Like to walk in it. But it was a habit of it. It can be I used to do the government product. Why? But it's still better. I remember now every time they want to kill people as well. That's all the America, Radha, Radha, no, we before you punish what was fine. In the day of pilot, something going on the ocean there. Because we like even though I had a place. Yes, clear. You know the bricks is all over the country. And the North Indian is the population. I know they are coming. But some reason, without considering. But the Spaniards, when the British are to wipe them out, because the Spaniards were the British. It's even Karaka. I believe so the first one is even to have for quite a few. It was really not funny. But because it's zero cut, it wasn't really a one. When you cut that one, I didn't met it's not even that one time. For my father, I was born. They have everything. They have everything. The baby and everything they have in the bottle is together. Everything they have. I find them pick up the baby. They have kindness. Not of no. So, but otherwise, the difficult we go in carried on, we are the difficult. But we are one of the
Oh, thank you. Very nice. Ramachandra. I just want to, I give them to make one for me. Okay. Because even though it's true, but it's tough. Because when you go to Vallabha, Vrindavan, they have a chant of everything like this. And then, why Krishna is Moha. I don't want to take into our today, Jai. I know the after this, do the thing over there. But I know who wants to do this. Hare Krishna.
Actually, put it over here so everybody. No, over the mic. Now, some this can go somewhere in the middle so people can, everybody can. Hare Krishna. গোরা চাঁদে আরতিক শোভা কিংবা জয় জয় গোরা চাঁদে আরতিক শোভা জাহ্নবী তটবনে জগমন লোভা কিবা দক্ষিণে নিতাই চাঁদ বামে গদাধর নিকটে অদ্বৈত শ্রেণী বাস ছত্রধর নিকটে কিবা বসি আছে গোরা চাঁদ রত্ন সিংহাসনে গোরা চাঁদ আরতি করেন ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে আরতি নর হরি আদি করি চামর দুলায়া সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষ আদি গায়া সঞ্জয় মুখ কিবা শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে বাজে করতাল কিবা শঙ্খ বাজে ঘন্টা বাজে বাজে করতাল মধুর মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরম রসাল মধুর মৃদঙ্গ শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মধুর 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 বাজে শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মধুর 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 বাজে শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মধুর 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 বাজে মধুর 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 বাজে মধুর 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 বাজে নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌর হরি বল বহু কোটি চন্দ্র যিনি বদন উজ্জ্বল বহু কোটি গলা দেশে বনমালা পরে ঝলমল গলা দেশে বনমালা শিব সুখ নারদ প্রেমে গদ গদ ভক্তি বিনোদ দেখে গৌরার সম্পদ ভক্তি বিনোদ গৌরাঙ্গের আরতি শোভা জগ জন মন লোভা জগ জন মন লোভা জগ জন মন লোভা নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌর হরি বল নমো विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमः। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavan Sitaram, Patita Pavan Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavan Sitaram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Syamasundar, Radha Syamasundar, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev. Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parvacharya Asotara, His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Ki Jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Sri Radha Madhava Ki Jai. Sri Radha Syamasundar Ki Jai. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Can you chant? Is there any ladies here? Namaste Simbaya.
Namaste Simbaya.
La da la da da ye de. Hiranyakashipu Vaksha Hiranyakashipu Shilatankana Kalare. Haribol, you play. Ito nishimo parato nishimo. Yato yato yamita shonishimo. Vahe nishimo, irahe nishimo, rahe nishimo. Narase mamarim charana papare nara. Tavakara kamala vrahe nakam Abhuta sringam Dalita hiranyakashipu Kanyo bringam Isavanita Narari Rupam Jai Jagadish Harade Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Narsingare Jaya Narsingare Jaya Narsingare Jaya Narsingare Jaya Jaya Nara Hare Jaya Nara Hare Jaya Nara Hare Jaya Nara Hare Jaya. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya. Jaya 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 Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya. Jai Jai Nrsimha Bhagavan ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaura
Jai.
Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.
Jai. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. On behalf of our temple president, Premananda Mataji and His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, I would like to welcome all of you. Today, Premananda Mataji is not here, she is traveling, so you have to bear with me for the announcement. So once again, welcome to all of you on this wonderful day of Ekadasi and very auspicious day. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Sri Vallabha Prabhu. And those of you, I think Sri Vallabha Prabhu, everybody knows, but in case you don't, he's one of the founder member of this ISKCON Naperville. He has been serving with all capacity. He has done every possible service in ISKCON in Naperville, and we are very, very fortunate to have Prabhu here. He lives in Naperville, and his kids and grandkids, they all serve in this temple. On professional side, Prabhu is also at a very executive level in senior consulting company, and so much to learn from Prabhu. But without taking any further time, I will let Prabhu to take the control. So please give a warm welcome. Please give a big hand to Sri Vallabha Prabhu. So, if you all can come forward, it will be very nice so that others gets a space as the crowd start coming a little bit late. So you all can come forward, and all of you can bring your chair forward and you can come forward. Please come forward so that you can see it. You can read the screen. So please come forward.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Syamasundar Radha Syamasundar Radhe Jaya Radha Syamasundar Radha Syamasundar Radhe Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Radha Syamasundar ki jai, Nithai Gaura Premanande, Hari Bol. It's locked. Hare Krishna. Life never goes in a straight line, right? I'm experiencing one of those right now. I left some of the important critical hardware that would connect my MacBook. And thanks to Lakshminarayan Prabhu, Lingaraj Prabhu here, so Lakshmikanta Prabhu. So he's helping me out with his laptop. And I also have my laptop that I have to work with on the side. So please bear with me. Give me just a minute here and we'll get started. Yeah. Prabhu. Lakshmikant Prabhu. I don't know where it went. I must have hit something. I don't know where it went. It even turn up. Can you go into full screen mode? It's Adobe, right? So while that's happening, I'd like to welcome you all. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for coming. I know it's a cold evening outside, and I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our temple here. Thank you for coming here and being with us this Sunday evening. Thank you so much. Today is also a very auspicious occasion. You know, it's Putrada Ekadashi, so a happy Ekadashi to you all. And, it's also an auspicious occasion in terms of welcoming Lord Ram to Ayodhya today. So all in all, it's a very special day. So once again, thank you so much for being here with us. And once he does his magic, I know, no pressure, we'll be done. We can get started here. So what I'd like to do is for this evening, I know we have limited time, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The focus for today, for today's discussion is going to be more on what transpired after the battle where Lord Ram killed the evil Ravana. Okay, so I'm going to kind of take it from there and what happened, what transpired. And the intent here is to talk a little bit about Lord Ram's wonderful qualities and the difficult difficult decisions that he had to make in life. You know, he assumed this Leela avatar of his was in the human form, right? He's a supreme personality who's appeared in the human form and here on the material earth. And being here as a part in the human body, as a part of this material world, there are challenges that go with it, which all of us are all too familiar with, right, on a day-to-day basis. So I'd like to, talk a little bit about, the kinds of challenges that he's faced and take it from there. So one of the things that, Surpanaka, if you remember, Ravana's sister was sent to entice Lord Ram. It didn't quite work out, and she ended up having her nose and her ears all bitten off. And she was in a great deal of pain, and she went running back to her brother Ravana. And while she was complaining, she couldn't help herself. I mean, she was still glorifying both Ram and Lakshman. I mean, the qualities are so great that even Surpanaka, who was a Rakshasi, and in spite of the pain that she was in with her nose, I mean, she was disfigured, and it was painful. She was bleeding. And in spite of all that, she was still praising the Lord. So that just goes to speak of, the great qualities of Lord Ram and Lakshmana as well. And keep in mind, Lakshmana being the Lord's brother and an expansion, in a sense, in fact, it also meant that Lakshmana had equally great qualities as Lord Ram. And so when Hanuman made his way into Lanka, and he sat in front of Mother Sita, trying to explain this whole situation of who he was, why he was here, and what he was trying to do. Keep in mind, Mother Sita was sitting right in the middle of all these divisive and evasive and deceptive and evil Rakshasis were, around her. So she couldn't believe. I mean, they were shape-shifting as well. So who is this monkey coming and sitting and telling me that, he's representing Lord Ram? So that was running through her mind. But at the same time, Mother Sita was also going through this terrible, terrible, terrible pain that she was enduring, in terms of the pain of separation from Lord Ram for almost a year. And so she wanted to, hear anybody talk about Lord Ram, about Lakshmana, about the family back home, about the brothers and so on, just to alleviate some of that pain that she was going through. So when Hanuman started speaking, he started off by, giving some descriptions about Lord Ram. And then she went on to ask, okay, can you tell me more? Tell me more. She wanted to hear. And in a way validate also that Hanuman was Hanuman, a valid, bona fide representative coming from Lord Ram. So, okay, page down. So here we are, and I have picked a few verses from the Valmiki Ramayana. The Sundarkanda is such a beautiful chapter in, the Ramayana written by Valmiki. And here is Hanuman describing some of the qualities. Now, it is about 89 verses, and if we had to go through all of those, that would take forever for us, at least, in this context. So I just picked a few verses. Bear with me. We'll, go through it together, and then we'll continue with the rest of, the discussion. So Hanuman says, Rama Kamalapatra Aksha Sarvabhuta Manohara Rupa Dakshinya Sampanna Prasuto Janaka Atmaje. So he says, Rama is talking about Lord Ram. He says his eyes are like Kamalapatra Aksha. Kamalapatra is like the petals of a lotus. And Lord Ram's eyes were, it is described in many places where his eyes actually extended to the side of his face. I mean, they were such beautiful eyes. It's almost like they were drawn by an artist. And Sarvabhuta Manohara, so he is so attractive to all living beings. Right? He is so handsome, and he attracts the hearts of all living beings. Rupa Dakshinya Sampanna. I mean, that's so beautiful. He says that he is endowed with these beautiful qualities of grace and dexterity. Okay, so and then the important term that follows right after that is prasutaha. So prasutaha means that it's not something that he acquired over a period of time. It was not like a learned feature or capability. He was born with it. He was born with it. From day one, he had these qualities, beautiful qualities. And just moving on. Prabhu, is there an easy way for me to do a page down on this rather than scrolling? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Now I can use page down, right? Perfect. Thank you. Thanks. So moving on to the next one is, oh, come on. Tejasa Aditya Samkashaha Shamayava Prithvi Samaha Brihaspati Samo Buddhiya Yashasa Vasava Upamaha. Tejasa Aditya. Aditya is the sun. So he is equal to the sun in splendor. And he says Prithvi Shamaya, meaning he is, the Shamaya is the endurance that the earth, Mother Earth is bearing, with everything, all the living entities, over 6.4 billion human beings. And then you have all of the other living entities, animals and, aquatics and so on. And then you have the mountains, you have the animate and the inanimate objects, right? You have all these mountains and the trees on top of them. So you can imagine the Mother Earth is going through this day in and day out, every minute. She's enduring it. So Valmiki and Hanuman is comparing Lord Ram, whose endurance is very comparable to what the Mother Earth is putting herself through. Brihaspati samo buddhya. His intelligence is that equal to that of Brihaspati, the great rishi. And he says, Yashasa Vasava Upamaha. So Yashasa means in fame. He's equal to Indra. He's comparing to Indra as well in fame. The next one is Rakshita Jiva Lokasya Sva Janasya Cha Rakshita Rakshita Swasya Vrittasya Dharmasya Cha Param Tapaha. So he says Rama is the tormentor of his adversaries. He is the protector of the world, of beings, and further protecting his own people. He is the protector of his own behavior and righteousness. So Rakshita Jiva Lokasya. So Jiva. So he protects all living entities or living beings. Janasya Cha Rakshita. He also protects his own people. And Rakshita Swasya Vritasya Dharmasya Cha Parantapa. Parantapa is where he is the person who literally vanquishes his enemies, squashes them. He doesn't give them a chance. And at the same time, he is Swasya Vritasya. Right? So he is very, very careful in terms of his behavior, and he is also very conscious about his principle about righteousness, which is what we're going to be seeing and hearing about in the rest of the lecture here. Archisman archito atyartam brahmacharya vrite stitaha sadhunam upakaranja pracharagnya cha karmanam. He's saying Rama is resplendent. Archisman. Archisman is being a very resplendent personality. Archito is being respected. And not just being respected, but atyartham. Atyartham is exceedingly respected. And brahmacharya vrite stita. So in other words, he has taken the vow of chastity, and he is like the personification. Upakaranya, so he knows how to do, good things, and to whom? To sadhunam, to virtuous people. Obviously the bad people, the evil folks like Ravana and his gang, Rama gives it to them, right? But to the virtuous people, the sadhus, he is extremely benevolent towards them. And he says, pracharagnya cha karmanam. He knows the applications and the advantages of his actions. So whenever he's taking an action, he is extremely careful about why he's doing it. He's not doing it whimsically. He's not doing it from the seat of his pants. He's doing whatever he does it with a solid reason behind it. And just keep this in the back of your mind, because these things are going to come out in the rest of this discussion as we go forward. So, like I said earlier, Lord Ram is not without his challenges. He's taken this human form, and he's had to go through all of the things that he had to up until now, which is, nothing new to you all in terms of how he was asked to go into exile. He was sent into exile. He took up exile, and he actually went through all of the various sacrifices that he had to make in life. For 14 years, he had to go through a lot of atrocities, face difficult situations there, and then happens the kidnapping of his dear wife Sita. And after all that, he was able to trace where she was and then find Ravana and killed him in the battle, and that was not an ordinary battle either, because Ravana was extremely powerful. So we know all of that. So I'm going now to a point where after the battle, what happened, what transpired, it's not like it was Lord Ram, he's the Supreme Personality, and everything was smooth from there on. And the whole point behind this is that in this material world, we all face challenges. And Lord Ram was being an exemplary personality who through his life, is showing us, the difficulties, the challenges that come at us, and, for us to take that stand and be able to stand by our values and by our principles, because situations can be very difficult and can question and even cause us to move in the wrong direction, make the wrong decisions. And then we end up with a lot of karmic reactions as a result of that. So in this situation here, taking us to where Lord Ram has killed Ravana, everybody is joyous, and people are all getting together. There are fragrant flowers that are being showered from the skies. The devatas are so happy, they're so proud, they're cheering. The apsaras and the gandharvas, they're all there. They're all singing, dancing, and everybody's in a joyous mood, even on the battlefield, right? And that is happening, and Lord Ram, recognizes, I've been missing my wife for so long, and she must be missing me. The separation is so heavy. I need to see her at once. So he sends word to Vibhishana and says, please prepare her so that she can make her appearance. She's had enough. Please get her out of this horrible mess. So he goes, Vibhishana goes, and Mother Sita is like, she's overjoyous when she gets the news about Ravana being killed and that she's freed. She's going to see her husband. She's going to be back. It's end of the exile also. It's about time for them to get back to Ayodhya. Enough of camping out there in the forest. And so she's like, no. There's no time for me to have a bath and, adorn myself with, beautiful clothes and all of that. Please leave all that out. Let's avoid all the formalities. Let's just go straight. I want to see my husband. Vibhishana says, please, these are Lord Ram's orders. Please try and comply with them. So he begs her humbly. And with that, Mother Sita says, okay, fine. And so she goes through the motions, and she gets ready, and she comes out. But when she comes out, she looks golden. I mean, she looks absolutely out of this world. And she's Mother Sita, right? For crying out loud. She's no ordinary personality. So she is effulgent, and she enters the scene. Lord Ram is looking at her, and everybody's looking on. And Lord Ram is like, I want to look at her and welcome her. And she has her head down, as a chaste wife. As a very, very chaste wife, she has her head down in all humility. She's not looking at her. She's not maintaining eye contact with her husband. And when all this is happening, people notice, when I say people, I'm talking about all the great personalities that were there, okay? And there were great personalities, believe me. According to what Valmiki says, Narada was there, Brahma was there, Shiva was there. All the great exalted personalities were there when this was happening. And when they looked at Lord Ram, Lakshmana was the first one to recognize. He realized that the face on the facial expression of Lord Ram was not one of joy. Okay, normally in the movies, what happens when something like this, people are meeting, the hero and the heroine are meeting, you'll see them going from opposite sides of the silver screen, and they're going jumping in slow motion, and all of that happens. None of that here, right? No such drama here. And not just that. The facial expression on Lord Ram's face was not that one of joy. In fact, it was, we had a pensive look on his face, and people couldn't really understand. Everybody in the audience was like, what's happening? What's going on here? Why is Lord Ram looking so troubled? Why is he not happy? Why is he so, he had almost like a disappointed look on his face. Very pensive. And Mother Sita hadn't seen that. Like I said, she had her head down and she was not even maintaining eye contact. So she didn't know what was going on, right? And all of this was happening in real time. And then Lord Ram says, he opens his mouth, he says, he tells Mother Sita, he said, how can I even accept you back here as my wife? You've spent an entire, almost a year, in another man's land. How can I even accept you back as my wife? How can I take you back to my kingdom? And this hits her like a thunderbolt. I mean, Mother Sita is like, am I hearing things? And she can't. Her expectation was clearly on the other side. And Lord Ram's internal feelings, as Valmiki describes it, is he's in excruciating pain when he's saying this, even because he loves Mother Sita and he knows Sita Devi is a chaste personality. I mean, there's nothing that beats her. She is the ultimate. But yet he is saying that because he is thinking of his subjects. He's thinking, how are people going to speak about him, about his decision to accept her and take her back? And so he's putting on the king's hat and he's thinking about, so he's putting his subjects, his citizens, before even his own personal life. Knowing Sita, knowing what his family is all about. I mean, so this is such a difficult for the person who's going through it. You can just imagine what it's like. And he's seeing his wife after everything that she's been through, and after the 14 years of being in exile. So this was not an ordinary circumstance, a very, very difficult. Rama, in spite of being, the Supreme Personality, being in the human form, he was going through this emotion. And yet his face on the outside was very, very stoic and very direct. And he was speaking like a king, very objectively. And so Mother Sita is like, what has gotten into you, Lord Ram? Why are you speaking to me like an ordinary man, speaking to a vulgar woman or something like that? I am not. I'm an extremely chaste woman. And not for a moment did I think of anybody else but you. All through what I've been through. In spite of all the pressures, in spite of all the threats, in spite of all the the difficulties or the difficult situations that I was put through. And yet you're doubting me? I mean, are you really kidding? I mean, she didn't say that, but basically she meant that, Lord Ram, is this really happening? Is it you who's telling me this? And she's looking around to see if, what the expressions and people, I mean, everybody is completely puzzled. I mean, they're completely like, what's going on? How is this even happening? So Sita wastes no time. She says, please build me a pyre and I'm going to enter the fire. And if I am being untrue, so be it. Let my body get consumed completely because it's not worth it. So Ram says, Lakshman, go build the pyre. So everybody's shocked, absolutely shocked. How is this even happening? Lakshman is in this difficult situation again, okay? So there are multiple incidents even during this whole abduction and before, where Lakshman had to play this difficult part. He's caught in between his elder brother on the one hand and then his sister-in-law Sita on the other side. So he's been in these difficult situations. Yet again, there's another difficult situation. So he's looking perplexed. He thought, okay, maybe Lord Ram is just being a little facetious here. Let's, give him another try. But no, Ram was very resolute. He said, build a fire, Lakshman. So then Lakshman recognizes this is pretty serious. I need to do this. He really means it. So he goes and builds a fire there, and Mother Sita enters the fire. And people and everybody in the audience, the Devatas, the Apsaras, everybody, the Rishis, they're all screaming in pain. They're all like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Rama is cringing inside. He's like, don't do it. But outwardly, he's looking at Mother Sita and saying, you're doing the right thing. You do it. So she enters the fire and then, ouch. I'll need your help again. I'm sorry. So that's happening. People are screaming. People are in real pain. They can't believe their eyes. They don't know what's really happening there. And yeah, thank you. And as this is happening, she goes into the fire. And next instant, Agnidev is bringing Mother Sita out of the fire. I mean, if you look closely, I know the picture doesn't fully do justice here, but you'll see Agnidev in the background, right? And you'll see Mother Sita again being resurrected from the fire, from the pyre. And Agnidev is very, very, very direct. And at once he tells Lord Ram, he says, she's an extremely chaste woman. There's no way, she could have been thinking of anyone else. She doesn't have even a speck of impurity in her heart. So, Lord Ram, please take your words back. She is an extremely pure person. None on this earth can be as pure as her. So when he says that, it's like music to Ram's ears. This is what he wanted to hear for the sake, not for himself, because he knows, at heart he knows that Sita is completely pure. But then he wanted everybody else, the citizens, people who have doubts and questions, because we're living in this material world. You're always going to find that segment of people, those naysayers, those finger pointers, who are always going to find fault. And so when that happens, he still wants to test a little more, right? So he says, I'm after all here as a human. And he asks Lord Brahma, why don't you explain who I am? Because I don't think I'm doing justice here. And so Lord Brahma actually explains. He tells him and reminds him. He doesn't have to really remind him, but he's actually doing it for a purpose. He says, Lord Ram, you're the Supreme Personality. You've come here for a certain purpose. You've come here to protect the innocent. You've come here to vanquish and destroy the evil villains, that are floating around causing so much distress for everybody. So you have a role to play. Your purpose is done. And this is who you are. You are actually the Supreme Personality himself coming in this avatar. So then Rama is very pleased, and so then he says, I wanted to do this so that Sita could undergo this purificatory ordeal just to prove her chastity to the world. So then after that, Lord Shiva steps forward and says, oh Lord Ram, now that we're off this debacle, can we move on? We have Dasarath, your father, who's come from the celestial realm. Keep in mind, Dasarath had already passed on while Lord Ram was in exile. So Dasarath comes in his celestial spaceship, so to speak. It's a chariot coming from, the celestial regions. It's glowing, it's in gold, and so is Dasarath, even more effulgent. He's coming in beautiful robes, and he comes down. I mean, the whole appearance, the way it is described, is so beautiful. He comes down, and he, immediately Lord Ram pays his respects to his father, departed father. And Dasarath tells him, he says, Rama, don't waste any time. Your exile is over. I'm really sorry for whatever happened, but you need to go back to Ayodhya. You need to take charge. You need to take the throne and become the emperor again. And then he steps over to Sita and says, Sita Devi with folded arms, he says, please don't mistake Ram, your husband. He's only doing it for the sake of the welfare of the people, so that people don't speak badly about you or him. And so keep in mind and remember that Lord Ram never had and never will have a doubt in his heart about your chastity. So all this has happened. Very important part of, post-battle with Ravana and all that. And now Ram is getting down to business in terms of, okay, I need to go back to Ayodhya. I need to start acting like the king there and taking control and charge of everything, all my duties that I need to do there. But before that, he requests Lord Indra. So Indra is also there in the audience. So he says, Indra, can you please take care of all of the monkeys that were slain? They were so helpful. So he's even in all of this, he's thinking about his subjects, people and animals that have actually helped him. So he says, the Vanaras were so helpful. Without them, I could have never have defeated. He's so humble. He takes that humble position always. And he says, Indra, please restore their lives. And even if they were slain, even if they were, their heads hacked or arms hacked, their limbs hacked, please restore their limbs. Please restore their arms. Bring them back to life. And even if they were devoured, because you're talking about Rakshasas, it was not just ordinary killing and walking away, right, moving on. This battle entailed Rakshasas that were actually devouring anything and everything that was moving. That included the Vanaras, unfortunately. So Lord Indra said, this is a difficult task, but I will do that. And so he went about doing it. And so after that, Lord Ram then prepares to go back to Ayodhya. So what he does, he requests Vibhishana so that he could travel quickly, because he was on the remote part. Now he's in Lanka, right? He has to make his way all the way back to Ayodhya. Now, for Lord Ram by himself, it didn't really matter. He could do it if he wanted to, but he had a specific purpose. So he requested Vibhishana, hey, give me some conveyance so that I can go quickly back to Ayodhya. And what does Vibhishana do? He says, absolutely, I will do it. And he says, hey, the pushpak that belongs to Kuvera that Ravana took and used against you is there. So he says, I can summon the pushpak, and then, you can be on your way with Sita Devi and Lakshman. And so the pushpak comes. Now, the pushpak could be summoned at will. So it was not like any of our spacecraft that we know. No fossil fuels, no space centers, no rocket launches. It could travel at any speed that it wanted. Again, at the will of whoever was summoning it. So, Pushpak comes, and Rama is about to, step onto it along with Sita and Lakshmana, and then he sees how sad the Vanaras were. The Vanaras were like, first of all, coming back to life, the ones that were dead and hurt and wounded and all of that. And they were like, they're scratching their heads like monkeys do, and they're like, what happened? How am I back here? Was it a bad dream? And so they're back. Anyway, so they're up and about, and then they see this whole scene unfolding, and Rama is stepping in, to the pushpak. So they knew that he was actually leaving. And they were so attached to Ram that they didn't want to let him go. They were crying. And seeing their sadness, and seeing the sadness on the faces of Hanuman and, all Angada and all of the other great key principal Vanaras, as well as everyone else in the audience there who were, Vibhishana, for instance. He didn't want to let Ram go as well. He had also become so close to Ram, and he was so grateful for everything that Ram had done for him that he didn't want to let him go. He said, please, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. And so Ram said, okay, why don't you all also jump in? I've got enough space on the pushpak. And pushpak was not like, I don't know how many of you are familiar, but one of the early planes, aircrafts that we had in India was a pushpak. It was an experimental aircraft that HAL had developed. And only maybe one, maybe maximum two people could sit in it. I think it was only one person who could sit on it. This pushpak was huge, humongous. It was like a city by itself. That spaceship was like a palace. It had beautiful gardens, it had palaces, it had everything you can possibly imagine in terms of a floating city, and all in gold with beautiful flowers and decorations, beyond our material imagination. And so he said, yeah, we have the space, so jump on, let's go. So they all were so happy, and they all jump onto, the pushpak, they boarded it, and then, the pushpak moves, and sure enough, Rama's thinking again, he's like, let's touch down in Kishikinda. Kishikinda is where, the Vanaras were, where Hanuman met Rama and Lakshman, and all of this had happened. So he says, please invite your wives and your families, bring them also, because it's not fair. If I take you, then they're going to be left behind. So let's get them also. So then, the Vanaras are very happy. They go bring their families, their wives on board. Now there's a bigger family that's moving on the pushback and onward. And then again, he makes another stop. He stops at the Bhardwaj Hermitage. That is where, they made their first stop before going into the forest when they were heading towards their beginning part of their exile. So he pays respects to the Muni, the Rishi there, Bhardwaj, and then after that he's on his way. Now at that point he tells Hanuman, he says, Hanuman, go ahead of this whole party. We'll slow it down, but please go ahead and inform my brother, my dearest brother Bharata, and let him know that I'm coming. I'm done with my exile and I'm coming. And so Hanuman is on his way. But he says, before you go, I need to let you know, I need this important piece of information. Please open your eyes and watch Bharat's body language when you give him this news. So Hanuman is thinking, why? But let me do it. He's so faithful and loyal to Rama. He says, okay, I'll do it. So he goes. Makes his way, and he finds Bharat is actually a couple of miles outside of the city of Ayodhya. He's literally in deerskins and rags. He is emaciated by now. He is sitting there in deep meditation saying, Ram, 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 Ram. This is all that Bharat is saying. He's sitting in a small, humble dwelling just outside with hardly any shelter over his head. So Hanuman is completely taken aback. He's like, wow. Look at the dedication, look at the commitment. But nevertheless, he still has one more step to go for further, right? So he waits for Lakshmana to open his eyes, come out of his meditation and says, Bharata, your brothers are coming back. Lord Ram is coming back. And on hearing that news, Bharat just jumps in joy. He's wild with ecstasy, and he's like, wow, that's the greatest news that you've given me. I will give you, and he says, I'll give you gold, I'll give you jewels, and I'll give you land, I'll give you cows. And he's like, I just want to give you whatever I can give you from the kingdom. Because after all, Bharat was still maintaining the kingdom under Lord Ram's name, but he was the caretaker while Lord Ramachandra was in exile. So he still had access to those riches, but he never misused them, right? But in this case, it was Hanuman who was bringing this beautiful news about his own brother. He was in complete joy and ecstasy. So he said, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. And Hanuman was, no, I don't need any of that. But Hanuman was in tears when he saw this expression. He said, he's thinking to myself, he's after all Lord Ram's brother. So he has all the qualities of Lord Ram. So he says, okay, let's make preparations. And so Bharat sends news to Ayodhya, and Ayodhya goes into an uproar. They are so happy to have their favorite son back. So Lord Ram is being welcomed, so they're making preparations. They're, really, really getting into the whole thing of, setting up a party. Not like any of the parties that we know. This is an entire city coming to life. Citizens that have missed Ram so dearly for years and years and years. And by the way, before Ram let Indra and the other devatas back, after this whole debacle that you see here, he also told Indra, in preparation for my entrance into Ayodhya, make sure all the trees in and out of Ayodhya are flowering, bearing fruit. So there's enough food and flowers for everybody in the city of Ayodhya. It's not for him, but he was thinking about them. And he was saying, Indra, make that happen. So, with all the preparations that were happening in Ayodhya, the trees were also bearing fruit. The flowers were so fragrant. Apsaras and Gandharvas were all over. It was like absolutely a fantastic party with so much music, so many hymns being chanted, and people all got ready. They put Mother Kausalya and Sumitra the mothers of Rama and Lakshmana respectively, put them on golden palanquins, and they started making their way towards Bharata's place, where that was going to be the rendezvous point, where Ram was going to come and meet Bharat, meet everybody before coming into Ayodhya. So there were thousands and thousands and thousands of people. It was like the whole city of Ayodhya had completely emptied itself just so that they could go see and receive Lord Ram personally. There were brahmanas waiting, in line in front to ensure, that all of the rites and rituals were being done right, so that they were bringing in auspiciousness. And the Gandharvas and the upper, Apsaras were all dancing there so beautifully. I mean, the whole scene was completely transformed from one of gloom and doom to something that was so joyous. So they make their way and they come to Bharata's place. Meanwhile, Bharata is asking Hanuman, what's going through Bharat's mind is, this monkey is coming from somewhere and he's telling me about Lord Ram. How do I know he's not playing the fool with me? How do I know he's not being another mischievous monkey? So he is looking towards the south, in the southerly direction to see if Ram's coming. And Hanuman is saying, look up there. He's coming by flight. He's coming in a special aircraft. See. And sure enough, in the distance, they see this effulgent, flying machine coming towards them. And then it lands gracefully down, and then they see Lord Ram making his appearance. Next to him is Lakshmana and Sita, and then, everybody behind him, the Vanaras and so on. It was just such a beautiful sight. And the first thing Bharat does is he offers prostrate obeisances. I mean, he's like so happy to see his brother. And then Ram comes down and then he hugs his brother, and he's so happy to see Bharat, and come the other brothers as well. And all the four brothers are, embracing tightly. And then Ram sees his mother. And so he immediately makes his way to his mother, and he falls on the ground, pays his prostrate obeisances, and then clasps onto his mother's feet. And then after that, he offers his respects to Sumitra as well. But he doesn't stop there. Kaikeyi is also in the audience. She's also there in the reception committee. He goes and offers her also obeisances. I mean, see Ram's humility, that he's able to forgive and he's able to look past all of what she has done to be there. I know, if you give me a few more minutes. Do you want to continue for a few more minutes, or should we stop here? Let me know. Okay. So then we'll just try to speed it up a little bit. So then that happens, and the next day he's coronated as the king. Okay, so everything goes well from there. Bharat gives him a very good report, says, while you were gone, under your name, I was able to be the caretaker, and now the kingdom has grown and doing really well. And then once Ram takes on, he grows it even further. And for the next few years, I don't have the exact number, but I believe it was the next 12 years or so. No, it was actually for another 2 years. Everything is moving so well that the kingdom actually grows tenfold in every possible respect, in terms of the cash reserves, the treasury, people are not fighting, people are not cheating each other, there's no thievery, no robbery, there is no disease, people are dying of natural causes, so everything that is auspicious is happening right there, because Lord Ram is now back in the situation, the position that he should be. Now, all this is happening. Sita gives him the great news that she's pregnant. And when that happens, I need to tell you that, don't for a moment think that because now Ram is back as the king, everything is now hunky-dory, right? It is still fraught with all kinds of challenges. And keep in mind, the operative principle here is Ram's thinking is whatever a king does becomes acceptable behavior for all people. So he's still trying to be that exemplary personality. So what happens is he finds out that she's pregnant. He's extremely happy, ecstatic. And he says, ask me whatever you want. And she tells him, she says, Ram, you know what? I want to go to that hermitage, and serve the sages for at least a night. Be there and then come back. I'd like to, that would be, she wasn't thinking of going to the Bahamas or, Hawaii or one of those places. She wanted to go to this hermitage, serve the sages for at least a day and a night, and then come back. So that she felt like she wanted to offer that service. So Ram said, absolutely, so be it. A few days later, he was in his assembly and he had all his ministers, and Lord Ram said, hey, my chief minister Bhadra, he said, please tell me what the subjects are saying about me. And so Bhadra gives him this endless glories of what they're speaking and saying about Lord Ram. But then Rama notices that there is something tentative in Bhadra's face. And it turns out that people have been speaking. There is a small segment of people that are still doubtful and still asking those questions as to why Ram is accepting Sita back. And so Ram gets really annoyed and he says, she's already done her test. All the devatas, including Agnidev, came and testified and said she's absolutely chaste. How can you do this? How can people still say something like this? And so Bhadra says, my Lord, please forgive me. I mean, I'm only being the messenger here, but all I'm saying is that they are worried. There is this small segment of people who are worried that they would have to face the same unattractive or, inappropriate behavior from their wives. And so this is going to set the wrong precedent. So please do something about this. So Lord Ram says, he becomes very thoughtful, very pensive again, and then he tells Lakshmana, he says, take Sita to the hermitage, that, the place where she wanted to go, and just leave her there and come back. And come back as quickly as possible. Lakshmana is again in this difficult situation. He's like, what have I done to be in this situation where I'm constantly having to do some of the most difficult tasks in this world? And nevertheless, to cut the story short, he goes and tells Sita, you wanted to go to this place, you expressed an interest and a desire to go there. We will go to this place where the sages are. You can go see the sages. And he takes her, puts her, and she's so excited, she's so happy. She's like, yes, let's do it. It's finally coming to a reality. So she gets on the chariot with Lakshmana, and then they make their way. It's a day's journey, and she finally makes it. They make it to the place that is close to Valmiki's ashram. And there, just on the outskirts of the forest, he drops her off, and then hell breaks loose. He's not able to control his emotions. Because up until then, he hasn't told Sita what Rama had actually, desired. So he falls to the ground, crying out aloud and saying, Sita, please forgive me, but your dear husband wanted me to leave you here and go back. You will remain here for the rest of your life. She is completely shocked again. She's like, what? How could this happen? And Lakshmana doesn't wait any longer because it's such a difficult and delicate situation. So he just somehow extricates himself from that situation. And Lord Ram there is in complete distress. He's in the human form, right? The Bhagavad Gita tells us don't lament. But he's in the human form. He is experiencing this severe lamentation from separation from his dear Sita, his dear wife. And here Lakshmana is also going through that. Sita is going through that. So they're all going through this very, very, very difficult situation. It's not like, for a few hours or a few days or a few years, but this is for a lifetime. So Lakshmana leaves Sita there and he's on his chariot making his way back. Sita is crying her head out and she's like, why do I need this life? Was I born only to bear sorrow throughout my life? Please take me away. And she's crying like this so loudly, and some women, sadhus who, living in the pilgrimage, in that hermitage, hear her loud, wailing, and then they bring Valmiki there, and then they recognize who she is, and they take her to the quarters where the sadhus are. I mean, basically the women sadhus are. And then Valmiki then takes care of Sita. So again, fast forward, she remains there, and see, she could have left her life again. She could have entered the fire, and it would have been the end of story. But she knows that she's pregnant, and she has to bear those children. So the two sons are born, and with that, Lava and Kusha are born, and they are trained in the martial arts. They're trained in the scriptures, and Valmiki even trains them in, the story of the Ramayana. By then, he's already writing, verse after verse after verse, the story of Ramayana, not only up to that point, but also the future. He could foresee what was going to happen. So the children were being trained in all of that. And in the meanwhile, 12 years have passed, and Rama is holding this beautiful sacrifice, and with that sacrifice, he invites all of the greatest of the great, the who's who of that place. And they're all here, coming from the heavens, coming from other places. And there again, he recognizes that Valmiki is there. And with Valmiki are Lava and Kusha as well. But he doesn't know for sure that they are his sons. And they sing beautifully in that audience, describing and glorifying the Lord so beautifully that he's so attracted. He's like, he gives them offers them all kinds of riches. And they say, no, because Valmiki told them prior to coming there that do not get, completely waylaid by all the opulences that you see there. Just tell them you're Valmiki's disciples and just do your thing. Sing the Ramayana with all your heart. That's all he says. So they are very obedient. They do that and off they go back. But then later, Valmiki comes to find out, Rama comes to find out that who's in there. Oh yeah, before that happens, he starts to miss Sita so much, he says, okay, enough is enough. I need to see my wife back again. This is done. 12 years, good enough. So then people go. This time, Lakshmana goes to actually bring Sita back. And she's back. But when she comes back this time, she's had enough. So she says, Lord, thank you, but no thank you. But this is time for me to leave. These are your sons. Take care of them, and we're good to go. Okay, so with that, the earth, Bhumi, just opens up, and Sita Devi goes, into the Mother Earth. And actually a throne comes up with Bhumi Devi. She's actually seated on that throne. It's a beautiful throne. And Sita, the descriptions are very, very nice. And then Sita is seated on that throne next to Bhumi Devi. And she goes into the earth. And Rama is running after her, saying, please, no, don't leave me. I've made some mistakes here, but don't leave me. But it's too late. By then she's already gone. The earth closes. And Rama gets so angry with Mother Bhumi, and he says, I am going to fight with you, and I will break all the mountains, and I will destroy everything that you've created, but I need to have Sita back. But it's too late. And so then he gets advice from, the exalted personalities that are there. They say, don't forget that you're here for a purpose. You're the Supreme Personality. She's already in the celestial regions. This is the time for you to end your pastime. Now, close your pastime, close the chapter, and head back to your celestial abode, back to the heavens. So Rama then feels pacified. He says, okay, and then he renounces, abdicates his throne. He gives it to his two sons. By now, they are quite capable. And then he goes to the river Sarayu. There's actually another important piece where he actually instructs Lakshmana to die, but we've run out of time, so maybe we'll save it for another time. But that was another difficult situation that Rama had to go through, and Lakshmana actually had to follow through and give up his life. So Rama was indirectly responsible, but not out of anything else. It was all planned. That was a part of his plan for them to end their pastimes. Otherwise, they would go on and on and on and on. Right? At some point, the chapter had to be closed, so it happened. So just wanted to tell you that, the takeaways from this really are, Rama's lifetime was not easy, He was definitely, he subjected himself, because he was in the human form, he subjected himself to all the conditions of the material world, but he was exemplary. He carried himself as a true example. So that is something we need to inculcate in our lives and stand by our principles, no matter what the situation, no matter how difficult the situation is. With that, I know we don't have time for any questions, but thank you so much for bearing with me. And Shyam Prabhu, back to you. Hare Krishna.
This is such an special occasion today, and Prabhu chose the topic. Probably it would take a few days, if not months, to talk about. It was to complete everything in the 45 minutes, but thank you, Prabhu, for trying. Okay. Please give it to Sri Vallabha Prabhu once again. Thank you. So, and with that, please, with me, do one loud chant for Lord Sri Ram today. It's a very, very special occasion. Our Radha Syamasundar came, and then he's inspiring so many things to happen, and so many good things are happening. Syapati Ramachandra ki jai. Thank you so much. And our wishes, our loves, our prayers are there for the great cause of having Lord Sri Ram to the place where he should have been forever. So he's always there. Now his wonderful murti is being installed. So we are so grateful for this cause. So today, again, thank you so much. One of my humble requests to everyone, whoever came late, please, in case you don't know, our Aarti starts at 5 o'clock. And so please come. And benefits, number one, you will get prime parking, right? So you prime location. That's not reserved for anyone. It's just first come, first serve basis. So please come at 5 o'clock every Sunday. And first of all, today we have some very special guest here, Dr. Ajay Gopalka ji, our committee member. And this temple is possible because Dr. Ajay and several others who made it possible. Please give a big hand to all our committee members. And not only that, today is the Mahabhoga that we do every Sunday. We sponsor this Mahabhoga, and that is sponsored by Dr. Ajay Gopalka and his wife Namrata ji for Mahi and Rohin, their son and daughter, and requesting all of you to pray for them. And also they are celebrating, Dr. Ajay and Namrata, they are celebrating their wedding anniversary. So if you can come forward, please. Thank you. Also, every Sunday this program is possible by kind donation from several people, and today's we have two sponsorship. We have Lavanya Mataji and Dhananjaya Prabhu celebrating birthday of daughter Indra. Is Indra here? Oh, hi, Hare Krishna. Please come. Also, Prabhu Raghu Bamidi family Prabhu prayers on the birthday of their daughter, Dikshana Bamidi, and Raghu's mom, Indra Bamidi. Are they here? Oh, please come. Oh, come on. Look at this beautiful girl. Is your birthday? Is your birthday? How old are you? Girls, we don't ask girls' birthday, but how old are you?
7.
Say Hare Krishna. Say loudly Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All right, please bless her. Thank you. So this is again for all these people who have sponsored it together. Please pray with me. So let's chant once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like every Sunday, we are seeking your. So please, if you are inspired to sponsor Sunday feast or Sunday program, please see Ramdas Prabhu, Abhay Prabhu. We really need to continue to run this every Sunday program. Also, today is Ekadasi, so those of you are not familiar, so Prasadam will Ekadasi Prasadam, and our request to all of you, please don't throw, no food should be thrown, right? These are Prasadam, even though you buy from Govinda Express or you buy, take from our catering, food should not be thrown. It breaks the heart that you of love and affection, and then we see people throwing plate as it is. So please guard your kids and everything, and if it is extra, take home, right? But Ekadasi in particular, please try not to. But we really thank you for coming together, and please take the blessings, and then wonderful prasadam is waiting for all of you. Hare Krishna. Also, if you have any question, we could not get the opportunity to talk to Sri Vallabha Prabhu, so please come forward, please ask question. I know that's the way you engage with the devotee. Please come forward. Hare Krishna. Sorry, मैंने आपको कुछ किया, but 10 minutes चौकीदार का काम नहीं.
Wonderful narration, sir. Thank you. That's so nice.
Thank you. I'm sitting nervously in front of you. Very difficult.
This is so good. So calm, so absolute.
Me again. Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful as always. As expected. As expected.
Non-do play. No. I don't want him to play. Non-do play. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare Rama. Rama Hare Hare. Krishna. No. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Radha Syamasundar Radha Syamasundar Radha Syamasundar Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Syamasundar Radha Syamasundar Radha Syamasundar Shri Radhe Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitya Gaura Hari Bo Nitya Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitya Gaura Hari Bo
Good job, Mandir.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan Yajna ki jai. Radha Shah. Mandir.